Krishna in their heart. And with their blessings, we will be able to enter in the 12 forest of Vrindavan, which is our eternal home. And Radha and Krishna never put one step outside of the Brajadham. So, in the divine atmosphere and in the association of all the eternal associates, wonderful Brajavasis, and all our Guru Parampara is still at the Tir Kadamba in Brajadham, day 19th of our Braj Mandala Parikrama. So let's beg the mercy of the divine couple Radha and Krishna, Giri Govardhan, Panchatattva, Lord Nrsingadev, Vrunda Devi, Nama Prabhu, Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his eternal associates, six Goswamis of Vrindavan, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, Vrindavan Das Thakur, Lochan Das Thakur, Purushottam Das Thakur, Abhiram Das Thakur, Parmeshwar Das Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji, Vipin Vihari Goswami Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhagavad Das Babaji, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, and our dear Srila Prabhupada, who lives behind a wonderful situation living in Brajadham, came to the Western world with no money in his pocket, with so many difficulties, just for one purpose, to deliver all of us from the nations of this material existence once and for all. This is not the first time we are coming into this material world. We may have made millions of trips, and somehow or other we stuck at some point in our devotional practice, never attained the goal of our human form of life. So remain steadfast and let's become determined to finish the work in this life. Also, we would like to offer our humble obeisances at the desk of our spiritual master, who is constantly striving to fulfill the prophecy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the inner core desire of Bhakti Vinod Thakur and dear Srila Prabhupada, that this Hare Krishna Mahamantra will be chanted in every small town and village. Give an opportunity for all the human beings to deliver their souls from the encaged material body, which is nothing but filled with pus, blood, urine, mucus, and stool. Horrible place to reside for the soul. Krishna is kind. So let's enter in the 12 forest of Vrindavan, Tir Kadamba, where Rupa Goswami has his bhajan kutir, and wonderful, wonderful pastimes happen between 6 a.m. and 8:24 a.m. We have been reading that during that pastime for the last couple of days. So let's continue. Krishna secretly looked at Radhika while relishing the preparation that by the touch of her lotus hands have become as sweet as nectar. Although she tries hard to conceal her ecstasy, Radhika attracts his mind with her own sidelong glances. When Shyamsundar's heart is captivated in this way, he loses his appetite and eats very little. This upset Mother Yashoda. She rebukes Krishna for not eating and complains to Rohini. Quote, look, alas, alas, although this weak boy is hungry and the dishes made by Vrushbhanu Nandini are sweeter than nectar, he is not eating, unquote. Rohini coaxes Krishna to eat a little more. Then suddenly he eats with gusto. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains that this is not because he is still hungry. Rather, he eats with such enthusiasm to conceal his aesthetic symptoms. which are caused by hearing Sri Radhika's name and seeing her beautiful form. When the mother see Krishna eating again, they become happy. I have posted the picture Srimati Radharani feeding the foodstuffs by her own hands to Sri Krishna. Yesterday I have posted on both groups. After the sumptuous breakfast, the cowherd boys wash their hands and mouths, and the Lord lies down to rest for some time, while his servant fan him and show him better leaves. Srimati Radharani then leaves the kitchen and enters another room where she is fanned by the maid servants. Sri Radha and her girlfriend gaze on their beloved Shyam through the window. Overcome by her loving ecstasies, Radha begins to perspire again. Mother Yashoda thinks this is caused by her exhaustion from the cooking. So she personally sat next to her and asked Rohini to bring for Radhika and her friends. And when Rohini arrives with the foodstuff, Dhanista secretly mixes some of Krishna's remnants into the item and then shows these to Srimati Radharani and Gopis. So when she sees Radha shyly covering her face and not eating, Mother Yashoda says with great love, quote, Radhe, why are you so shy? Think of me like your mother. I love you as much as I love my Shran. Please eat something. When I see you eat, you sadish my eyes. Oh girls, you are all my daughters as well. Why are you so shy? Unquote. So after the gopis have honored the Lord's remnants, Mother Yashoda places new clothes and valuable ornaments in basket. Dhanista then brings to Radhika. In her heart, Mother Yashoda feels as if Srimati Radharani were her own daughter-in-law. At that moment, there is also a secret exchange. Visakha brings Krishna's yellow cloth, which Srimati Radharani brought home the night before, and gives it to Subal through Dhanista. And Subal returns Srimati Radharani's blue veil through Dhanista, who hands it to Vishakha. So wonderful pastime constantly happen. Astakal and tomorrow we will be reading the next pastime that happened from 8:24 a.m. to 10:48 a.m. This place is so beautiful. Big trees, wonderful bhajan kutir of Rupa Goswami. Wander around in the Tirkadamba where Krishna used to play the flutes and invite all the 900,000 cows with the sound of the beautiful, sweet voice of his flute. So let's imbibe the mood of the Brajvasis to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra with so many emotions churning in our heart. Our intent is to please the divine couple by uttering their holy name very wonderfully with so many feelings in our heart and also very clearly and distinctly. And we should hear his syllabus properly. I'm sorry that I have to mute Rohini Nandan Prabhu, but Prabhuji was not chanting the first line properly. And it's not good to hear the broken names. So I really apologize. I tried to call Prabhuji, but he didn't listen, so I have no other choice but to mute him. You all are most welcome to unmute, provided that every day you should read those 4 instructions on the screen before you unmute. I would like to see one day that everybody should unmute, but please follow these rules. With those thoughts, let's invite the divine couple in the inner core of our heart, where we have erected a wonderful throne for the pleasure of the divine couple, with lots of labor of love, and with nice diamonds, jewel pearls, and sapphire stones. We will be washing the divine lotus feet at the Tir Kadamba in Brahmurd in Brashadham. From the 1008 Tirthas water that we will be all collecting, including Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, Prem Sarovar, and Ganga Cha, Yamuna Chaiva, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, Kaveri, Jaloshmin, Saninitin Kuru. Washing the divine lotus feet will wash away all the sins that we may have incurred in the previous and this life, making us an eligible candidate to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is so sublime process, and it gives us immense happiness within our heart when we connect with the divine couple by uttering their holy name nicely. This is the practice which carries eternally. Even when we will go to the Goloka Vrindavan, that's the only business we will be doing is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 24/7 and serving the divine couple and their associates with intense desire to please them. We will dry the lotus feet and then we will offer them the most beautiful, fragrant incense stick for the pleasure of the divine couple. And then we will light up the gilam to perform the arti in Brahmurta, in Brashadham at Tir Kadamba. When we perform the arti, we would like to pray at the divine lotus feet, please be kind to us, so we can behold your most beautiful, transcendental, attractive form in our mind and heart, and utter the Hare Krishna Mahamantra wonderfully, and let those transcendental sound vibration, each syllables properly entered in the inner core of our heart, where we are holding so many misgivings, ignorance, and illusions for many, many lives. There should be no rush in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If you don't have the good habit, I have seen in the devotee's life that they may chant for a couple of months nicely again, and if they become little unattentive, those old habits sink in again. So please chant very slowly. Speed will always come. I remember the Niranjan Swami Maharaj even instruct his initiated disciple when he see the disciple are suffering. He said, at least chant 4 rounds instead of 16. This is, he instructed the initiated disciple. But chant very nicely. Don't rush. This is what we need to perfect in our life. And if we remain ignorant and keep on uttering those sound vibrations with the lips, it won't change nothing in our heart. It's wastage of our effort. So please be attentive to the holy name. This is none different than Radha and Krishna. When we become unattentive, we are offending the divine couple. Finally, also we pray at the divine lotus feet, give us the remembrance that you will always accompany us, no matter what lower pieces of life we may get due to our own misdeeds. And also, please give us the intelligence so we can understand whatever happens on a day-to-day life, because we deserved it. We have caused those, so we have to suffer for it. But once we will keep on chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra very purely, as we were reading in the morning, whoever joined before 3:30, around 3:20 a.m., we are reading from the Prem Vivarta, and it says, chanting the holy name, if you chant purely, there should be no sickness, no suffering, no distress, and you can always remain joyful. even living in the material world. Externally we may suffer, internally you relish every moment. And finally, we would like to offer them the most beautiful, fragrant red, blue, and white lotus flowers that we all just picked from beautiful lakes of Kusum Sarovar. Let's give our mind and heart, remain totally alert, and read Hare Krishna Mahamantra and listen. Simple is that. I don't know how many times I'll have to say it, just because for me only to emphasize that I should read and hear. So let's make our practice very strong and finish our business to free us from this cycle of birth and death once and for all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.